Nani?
Hey, what's up guys? Lago here, bringing you another review of the Prince of All Saiyans. Today we have the Vegeta Mini Daima version. This was sent to me from Ami, so I bought it at Ami, so I got it pretty quick. Came faster than most US retailers. But here we have a look at the box. You have the side art with Vegeta there, Mini, and they're using the purple and yellow Daima colors, which is nice. And here we have the back. Shows you a couple poses, a couple of the face plates, and all that good stuff. And yeah, so a lot of good stuff here. We have the bottom. I like that they're doing that at the bottom so you can display them from the bottom now. Inside the package, you have the clamshell with all the accessories. We have 3 different face plates, not including the one that's on the figure. We have about 4 sets of hands, a new windy hairpiece, and the crossed arms. Looks pretty bare, but you can do a lot with this. A lot of good stuff happening here with this Daima Vegeta. Here we have Vegeta outside of the box. Nice close look at it. And I really like the way they added the crossed arms. The way you put them on is you remove the whole arm and then you put one by one. Each arm is separate and then they clip right at the gloves, which is nice. Very simple figure, but you're gonna see in the accessories and the articulation department that it does move. Speaking of articulation, here we go. Here we have the Vegeta outside of the box. Looks really simple, but take a look at this. The head goes up about that much, so it has a really long peg, the same one as the Goku Mini, and it goes down about that much. And look at this tilt. It's one of the best tilts I've seen. So it tilts quite a bit. You give him a little bit of an attitude when he's looking at Goku. And it uses the same peg as Goku, so you can switch the heads and put them on this body, hence why I bought 2. So here we have the arms going up about that much. And they can go in about this much. Look at this, the butterfly. Not really a butterfly joint, it's just the engineering that they used. It can get really, really close for like a final flash or something. Rotates about this much. You can see it goes all the way around. And now let's take a look at the elbow. Single jointed elbow, but you know, for such a small figure, I think it does what it can and does really well. No rotation on that elbow. And then we have the wrist articulation, nice rotation and good amount of tilt going up and down. And let's fix this figure. Let's see about the abs. Not much going on in there. And back, let's see the back a little bit. I'm trying to push this. It goes back quite a bit, honestly, so you get a good amount of range there. Still nothing in the front. And it does kind of have like a soft armor piece, so it's a little bit of a different plastic. It's not really hard or brittle. Legs go about that much, almost could kick his face, so good amount of range there. Perfect with the legs. Go back about this much. Again, really good amount of range. For such a small, it has so much more, it has more articulation than some big ones, some big figures, big ones. Splits about that much, not too much going on there. And then we have the knee, single joint that can bend about that much. Next up we have some ankle rocker. Good amount of ankle rocker there. Can twist. It's actually better than the bigger Vegeta, which is insane. Goes up about that much, down about that much, and we have a toe hinge. Good amount of articulation for such a small figure. I like it. It doesn't break up the sculpt too much, but it still moves. I think the head movement is some of the best I've seen. And just to show off some of the face plates, here we have Vegeta Mini with Goku Mini having a little training session. And you can see Vegeta with his clenched teeth face battling out Goku. And it's just a fun little look for them. And I feel like it really shows the art style that they went with Daima. And here we have who won the battle. Vegeta with his smirking face, and we can see that he is the winner here. Next up, we have Goku and Vegeta doing something a little different. Here we have Vegeta a little upset in the back of the car that's driven by Goku. This is a Jeep from the Bluey toy line. Honestly, I took it from my son, my kids, but you can still find these in stores, but they look really good with Daima figures. But here we have Goku, happy, hair waving, and Vegeta in the back, not having a good time. In this shot, you can see that Vegeta's hair, the windswept hair, is the same angle as Goku, so it can work with both of the figures. And here we have the Prince of All Saiyans in the back, not wanting to be there. Such a great expression, simple yet effective. And here we have Vegeta with the open mouth doing a bunch of punches. This effect was given to me by Ronald Ramos. Shout out to Berserk69. But here we have Vegeta throwing a couple punches super fast, and you have the open mouth plate. Now let's take a look at the size of Vegeta. This mini Vegeta is about 3.25 inches. So he's pretty small. But just like all the Daima figures, they're all going to be fairly small. Speaking of Daima figures, here we have Goku right next to Vegeta. I guess they're about the same size, honestly. It's just the hair sticking up because of the waving hair piece. But in reality, they're about the same size. Here we have another mini figure. We have the GT Goku, which is a lot taller than the Daima figures. Make sure you check out the video for the mini Goku. It's doing pretty well and gives you a little bit more info and nice size comparisons in there too. So let's take this out of here. Let's add something else. Why not bring a Cyberman? So we have a Cyberman. This one came with the Yamcha early in the line. And shout out to Dario. Dario hooked me up with the Cyberman. 80s baby. Make sure you give him a follow. But there we have the Cyberman. Good size for the Cyberman and Vegeta mini. Next up, we're going to bring Vegeta a little bit more grown up. This is the newer armored Vegeta. And I do have a video up for this as well, so make sure you check that out. And he's a lot taller. Looks like his kid, honestly. Let's take these out of here. Let's bring some new things in here. Why not actually bring his kid? We have the GT Trunks, another video review. Shameless plugs like crazy, but that's out right now. Just put it up this week, so make sure you check that out. But the GT Trunks with the mini Goku. So it's his dad and his son. And let's get Goku from the Dragonball line. And this is he's a lot taller because during this time the Dragonball line didn't have super small figures. They're a little bit on their own scale. So there we go. With these two size comparisons, let's bring another little mini Vegeta here. This is the Dragon Ball Evolve Vegeta, and I'm using a custom head sculpt here, but you can see that the Dragon Ball Evolve Vegeta is still much bigger than the mini Vegeta here. So there's a lot of cool things you can do, a lot of different scales that you can add with this mini Vegeta, and you can just mess around with it and just have a good time with this small figure. Speaking of small figures, let's bring up Gohan from the Saiyan Saga line. And again, this is during the time that the line did not go too small, so he's a little bit out of scale compared to what they have now. But I think it's a great figure as well. And he's about the same size as the Goku, but much taller than the mini Vegeta. And why not bring Frieza? So you have Frieza with the mini Vegeta, and I bet mini Vegeta would do something to him, get it done, get the job done if that were to happen. And here's a fun one. Why not try the mini Vegeta with Nappa? Kind of reminisce about old times. I did add the Scouter using some sticky tack, but here we have a size comparison of the mini Vegeta with Nappa. So let's mess around with some head swaps. Here we have another mini Vegeta body with the Daima Goku, and that's a straight swap. Goes straight in there. Nothing has to be done, no sticky tack or anything like that. And you can have your Goku with his Saiyan armor on. So that's a nice little addition, a cool little thing that you can do with these Daima figures. So they just swap the heads. I wonder if Piccolo is going to be able to do that. So when Piccolo comes out, we're going to try that out and see if that works out. Maybe Piccolo in the Saiyan armor. Next up, we have Trunks with the Saiyan armor, and this is the GT Trunks head sculpt. Did have to add a little bit of sticky tack here, but you can see the GT Trunks mini with Vegeta mini, so father and son here. Give you a better look at the angle. It looks pretty good. I think his face should be a little bit more rounder to give it the Daima vibe, but hey, talk about crazy stuff. Here we have mini Vegeta with mini Nappa, and again, sticky tack with this, but it's a lot of fun. And even crazier, Frieza with the Saiyan armor on, and Vegeta is super surprised. He needs to calm down a little bit. And Gohan, again, sticky tack being used with the Saiyan armor. But it's all good because he has his Bay right there, and he has Bulma with the Saiyan armor. And this is the Bulma from the Dragonball line. I think this looks really awesome. In the end, these Daima figures keep surprising me, especially with the range. Looking at them from afar, looking at them from the box, they look very simple and basic. But once you get them out of the box, they move quite a bit, and the expressions do go with the show. I had a lot of fun with this figure, and I highly recommend it. Of course, I'm a little biased because it is Vegeta, but I do like it quite a bit, and it moves really, really well for such a small piece. Definitely a pocket figure, definitely something that you can just mess around with at your desk. It's a great figure, so I highly recommend this. And again, thanks for liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Thanks for visiting Lagoland, and until next time, check out some videos. Yeah, check out some videos. There's a lot of good stuff out there. You can see me at the Chat Migos Assemble on Tuesday. But thanks again. Until next time, thanks for visiting Lagoland. Peace.